Hey guys, it's Zeal. We last left off mostly just talking to people. I think we're gonna keep doing that probably until the next video because got quite a lot of people to talk to lately. Ooh, that was weird. Oh, I keep doing that.
Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin's colors. Our prince has Orzamar's deadliest warriors behind him. Of the hour, Lord Balin, radical change ancient paragon. All right.
I'm gonna talk to Lord Harrowmount. Harrowmount first. At least talk to him first because it seems like he's at least the nicer dude. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that dwarf in the tavern said that Balin was wanting to get rid of like the caste system and from the blacksmith. Was he a blacksmith? Whatever he was. Kind of sounds like the castes are kind of a detriment to the dwarven system because it kind of means like if you're basically born in a particular spot, you're kind of stuck there. My graphics already being weird. But also try them out first.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I have a treaty obliging Orzammar to aid against a blight.
That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harrowmont cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties.
What do you want me to do? Denounce Balin publicly?
If you wish to show you have no loyalty to Balin, then work against him in Harrowmont's name. Balin is hosting a proving today, supposedly to honor his father's memory. The Deshers take it very seriously, and unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
Do you want me to find out why your fighters dropped out? Actually, why would the Assembly care who wins some tournament?
The proving is a contest of the best warriors in Orzammar. By fighting, they show who has the ancestors' favor. If you were to enter the proving as Lord Harrowmont's champion, it would prove your loyalty beyond a doubt. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
I don't exactly want to start picking sides just yet. I was wanting to talk to him first. I get mad if I say this.
Then I'm afraid your only choice is to wait until there's a winner. Lord Harrowmont cannot risk his life working with someone of unproven loyalties. If you change your mind, let me know. The proving is this afternoon, and Lord Harrowmont could certainly use you on his side.
I'll go try talking to the other guy. He'll probably say the same thing. Like, fight for me in the proving.
Lord Balin is the voice of change and defense. Lord Harrowmont is the voice of stagnation and ruin.
Okay. Though Balin's guy did like straight up murder someone like as soon as I walked in. Probably not the greatest.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartak Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
You know who I am?
It would be hard not to notice the Grey Warden and his eclectic entourage. I hear you seek the aid of Orzamar's finest.
Yes. I need aid against the Blight.
Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Can I talk to Balin?
You must understand, Harrimont hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to
Yep,
trust.
here we go.
It's been like a knife in the heart for Balin to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper.
I thought King Endrin himself supported Harrimont.
That hurts worst of all. That Harrimont would take advantage of the dying king's delirium to plant such poisonous suspicions against his own son. After that, you understand why Balin cannot trust the word of a stranger, however reputable that stranger might be.
I promise, I'm no spy.
Would you be willing to prove that? Harrimont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrimont's deception, I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
What kind of evidence?
Harrimont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harrimont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harrimont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
Where did you get these promissory notes?
That's not important.
Promissory?
If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your treaty.
It's kind of important. Isn't there someone you could report them to?
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them, and his grandfather was Lord Harrimont's aunt's first cousin.
That was
Obviously,
a lot.
we cannot expect him to offer an unbiased opinion.
He'd hold a distant relative over his duty?
I guess I can't expect you surfacers to understand the importance of family in Orzammar. The Shaper is biased, and if you want Prince Balin's help, you'll have to show where your loyalties lie. Will you do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about this.
Don't expect this offer to last. If my prince hears you swore allegiance to his enemy, he won't be so friendly next time. I will be here if you change your mind.
A little aggressive, won't lie. Maybe I can talk to more people, find out information. Because I really don't know what either of them... Who are you? Why are you here?
Do you see how things lie, Warden? Lord Harrimont cannot trust you unproven, but he welcomes a good faith gesture.
Vartak wants me to show people that Harrimont is a cheat.
That you spoke to him even after our discussion is not reassuring. So have you decided to earn my lord's trust, or will you throw your lot in with the snakes?
How come you didn't deny any of that? See, something's... I don't know. Something's telling me that, like... There's some sort of... I don't know. Uno reverse with these two characters, like, personas. Like, you got the nice, noble, everyone seems to like him, Lord Harrimont. And then you got Balin, who's, like, I guess the rightful heir, but I'm pretty sure they mentioned that that's not a thing in Orzammar. They don't really do that. And he seems to be a little bit sus. And also had his guard, like, kill someone just for saying the wrong thing, I guess. But I feel like they're going to pull, like, a fast one. And, like, Harrowmount's going to be some, like, sleazy double-crosser or something. I mean, that's what the one guy was literally talking about with the, he's trying to sell land to 2 different people. But he also didn't confirm where he got it, which makes me suspicious about it. I think I'm going to see if he gets angry if I say I still don't know if I want to help him. And if he gets angry,
Do not tarry. Proving starts this afternoon.
See, his tone was like disappointed father, but the other guy was like, I mean, actually, the other guy threatened me. I don't know. I'm gonna...
Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin's colors. Our prince has... I just get paid to speak the truth. If you have an issue, speak to my employer.
It's not why I was talking to you.
I hope you'll support Lord Harrowmont.
She also didn't give me a whole lot of information either.
Lord Harrowmont is the voice of tradition and stability. Lord Balin is the voice of anarchy and ruin.
I don't get the feeling that these guys are like the only... my only source of information about this. Yeah, wall carving. Why didn't you say anything? Well, that one card did just say that he's traditional. I assume casts and stuff are traditional. I'm gonna go inside the shape writ and come out and see if that other guy says something. That isn't vaguely giving me information that I don't really know anything of. I don't know who the Dead Warriors are.
Grey Warden arrives in Orzammar, most likely to pay
Did he go? Yeah, I think he went back
respects
inside
to the
that room.
rightful king, Prince Balin.
Yeah, okay. Also, I like how they're like town criering, but there's no one around, so they're just...
News of the hour. Support Lord Balin at your peril. Evidence suggests Lord Balin considering widespread military draft.
I mean, there's a blight. That wouldn't be too bad of a thing.
Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin's colors. Our prince has Orzamar's deadly...
Be doing a lot of back and forth here for a second. I could just look it up. That is also an option. He doesn't have a thing above his head anymore. What's in there?
Lord Balin's impending marriage to a castless proves his dedication to change. No dwarf is without worth, he has been heard to say.
That's what I was kind of saying. Because they... Was it that surface dwarf shop that made it seem like surface dwarves and castless dwarf... Actually, I think... Didn't you say they're one and the same? If you're a surface dwarf, you don't have a cast, so you're kind of like a nobody. I don't think I've been in here.
I'll get on it.
Oh, what?
I am your death! Ha ha!
Attack him.
While you can.
Damn, what the hell was that?
By the ancestors.
Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
Yeah. No idea what the hell that was.
Thanks again, Warden.
Last time I touched a glass phylactery, death happened. I didn't read that. The area is unnaturally cold, dark ship. Yep, it's one of these things again. I touch the vial, and death ensues.
You cannot win!
You have no skill, only desperation!
No stamina.
I tried to be merciful. We have done well.
We work well together.
Oh, a lot better this time.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my
That's
back?
a lot of money.
Now's better than later. All
You
right.
know, I
all
was also
right.
tempted to side with Harmant, just on the idea of going into the proving and maybe doing some combat. Maybe I should sell some of those runes that I'm not using. What's that noise? It was probably the game breaking again.
Greetings. It's good to see the Grey Wardens know the rightful king in Orzammar.
What does that mean? Okay, I need to fix that. Okay, I think it's fixed. I also think it was that ability I had. I think every time one of them came in and out of it, it would make a noise.
News of the hour. Support Lord Harrowmont at your own peril. Darkspawn will overrun Orzammar within the year if he becomes king. Experts say.
Experts say. Oh, that's why she's there.
Legion of the Dead. No orders while throne stands empty. Make Harrowmont your king now.
What did that even... Whatever. I'm leaning a little towards Balin. I don't know. I'm a little more
Welcome to Lord Harrowmont's estate.
Okay. I'm a little bit more trusting of Harrowmont. If only because... Hello.
You must be under great strain with the blight upon the land. I will pray to the stone for you.
Okay. Why are you named if you don't say anything in particular? Ooh, maybe that'll tell me something. Okay. Doesn't really give me any information, but...
Of course.
Okay, you need to think about this as like a non-want to... Isn't that lyrium? Kind of looks like the lyrium in the Fade. But I want to side with Lord Harrowmont because as a person he sounds pretty nice. It does sound like Balin has some good ideas, like he seems to support Castless, but I don't know if he'll be like a good decision overall. I'm also not sure if my want for fighting in the Proving is clouding my judgment on Harrowmount. Because really the only thing about Harrowmount is that he's a good person. I have no idea what he plans to do. If Balin's supposed to be, like, supporting the cast list and stuff, in, like, as a position for change, then I would assume Harrowmount's the opposite. Which I feel like would probably be a detriment to Orzammar, right? Okay. I looked it up. Apparently you can switch sides. This isn't like I'm locked in for Harrowmount. I just wanted to make sure that I could switch sides. So I'll start with
Do you see how things lie, Warden? Lord Harrowmont cannot trust you unproven, but he welcomes a good faith gesture.
The Provings, tell me about them.
The Provings are how our ancestors show their judgment, pitting body against body in a ring of scared stone. Everyone in Orzammar accepts that judgment.
I feel like that's sacred or something. How well do you know Lord Harrowmount?
I served under General Harrowmont for 3 years. Under his command, every dwarven life is important. He would not waste even a single soldier. He's the king Orzammar needs, especially in a blight. Balin would call any fight a victory so long as he remains standing.
Who's fighting for Balin today?
The usual. A couple of Idukans, some Gavorns. He has many men lined up, but not all of them are top-ranking. Piotin Idukan and Wojciech Ivo are his best. They're both unpredictable, and some of the best fighters Orzammar has seen.
What did you ask me to do again?
Balin is hosting a proving tournament to honor his father's memory, but he somehow scared off most of Lord Harrowmont's fighters. If you can enter as Harrowmont's champion, you would prove your dedication well.
I'll enter the Proving and see why the others withdrew.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the Proving Master and tell him you're entering Lord Harrowmont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Baisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Alright. I feel slightly better siding with Harrowmount for this particular. Oh yeah, that's why that's. Wait, no.
You have come at a difficult time.
Wasn't Helmy supposed to be
Orzammar is
a guy?
ailing for want of a king.
It'll be 2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Branka didn't go alone, Oghren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do, that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha! I'll...
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
Alright.
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
I should leave before you start complaining about me too. What do you mean barely warrior caste?
Well, he killed Lord Mino's youngest son in a duel to first blood. It was a huge scandal. Oghren should have been executed, but he'd won honors in the Deep Roads. Instead, they stripped him of all weapons and forbid him from engaging in fights within city limits. If he breaks the decree, he'll be exiled.
Why does Oghren care so much about Branka?
She's still his wife, isn't she? Even if she took their entire house into the Deep Roads and abandoned him.
Is that what you two were arguing about, Branka?
It's been 2 years since Branka left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Oghren wants to keep risking lives searching.
Who is Oghren?
Oghren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Branka. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
What happened?
All Mino's son said was how unlikely it was that a bunch of Smiths would return safely from the deep roads. Which is true. Ancestors preserve us. That's what the warrior caste is for. But Oghren claimed it was an insult to a paragon. Next thing, they're in a duel to first blood to defend Branka's honor. Then Oghren starts screaming and runs him through.
I should leave before you start complaining about me too.
If you see any guardsmen, tell them Oghren was at it again.
No. I don't care. Well, I keep clicking that. Now, if I know my BioWare, pretty sure that's another companion. Oh yeah, that's some nugs.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there. You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there. You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there.
I think I only got 3. Oh.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia is not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
I'm sure he's fine.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Is there a problem here, friend? Are these men threatening you?
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
The Carta?
You really should learn more about the places you visit. The Carta is the foundation of business in Orzammar. It's a commercial venture of like-minded individuals who make money in whatever way suits their talents.
Or a gang of thieves running a protection racket.
You say protection racket, I say honorable business. You say thief, I say dead human.
That sounded like a threat.
Are you going to make your donation to the Stranger Safety Fund? Or do I have to show you how dangerous Orzammar is?
I kind of don't want to talk him down. Yeah, you know what? Show me.
Whatever you say, dead man.
Jarvia will reward me for this.
Better than that.
What
What have you done? Great ancestors, he's dead! In my store. I have to get out of here. I have to hide. Jarvia will hunt me down for this.
What do you know about this Jarvia?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. I wouldn't be surprised if her men come after me in the Diamond Quarter itself.
What do you know about her Carta?
A band of casteless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
They're children as well? You go that far?
Their births are abominations. They were born from no Kalna, with no acknowledgement by the Shapers. They are destined to be criminals. Actually, we shouldn't be talking here. I need to run.
But, huh? I'm tempted to see if talking those guys down makes them stay. Be awkward if this is a shop that I just lost because I decided to fight. However, I think I'm gonna end this one here. Hopefully the next video will be a little bit more exciting. There was a bit of excitement in this one, I guess. There's those weird vault thieves in this. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.